Right, the BMW i3, brand new from BMW, obviously. Little dinky key fob. Quite a futuristic looking car, as you can probably tell. It's built obviously from the ground up to be an electric car, so it's not a conversion. Here's an interesting little feature. Yeah, it's one of those. It's got the doors which open backwards at the rear. So apparently the legroom is the equivalent of a BMW 3 Series, so it's got plenty of room for you to sit in the back and do all the bits and pieces you need. This particular model is the i3 with the range extender, which basically means you should be able to do away with all forms of range anxiety. The basic range is, I'm told, a comfortable 80 to 100 miles, but with the range extender you can, at any point, it will kick in when the battery gets to a certain level and it will double the range of the point at which you are. So I'm not sure what that means in practice, but apparently somebody has easily got 120 miles off a charge without even having a range extender. So this is a different beast altogether. So let's take a look under the bonnet. Oops. Thank you. Oh, not a lot to see. I think that's a toolkit, and I got enough room to. Thank you, Lisa. I've got the lovely Lisa helping me here to demonstrate. So these are the user serviceable bits, which I assume is windscreen washer fluid and brake fluid. And the rest of it is all back to a dealer if you need to get things seriously sorted. And under car, oh, look at this! And of course the radiator fluid for keeping the motor cool and things like that. But the thing that overriding thing that impresses is it's a very nicely designed little car. Full hatchback. And again, fold down seats as we've seen with other EVs in this epoch. So you've got room for not a huge amount of room, but certainly enough room to carry the golf clubs and the occasional bit of furniture from IKEA. So obviously, as with most of these EVs, no spare wheel because of weight considerations, but most of them tend to come with a tyre repair kit of some sort. So I would imagine again that buried under here somewhere. A very practical configuration. I like it. It looks good. It looks nice. It's quite cute. Nice little size. Great little urban runabout. As Lisa tells me, it's what you need when you're in town. But also with the addition of the range extender, it actually gives it the legs that you need. Sort of a cross between a Nissan Leaf and a Chevy Volt. You won't get the full amount of range, I imagine, that you get from a Volt, but certainly it takes away that terror that you're going to run out of battery life. So we'll try a little test run in a second and see how it goes. Okay, so let's see how the i3 runs. Start-stop button, as per, foot on the brake, press the button. The great light up as you get with all of these EV types. The difference, one big difference is, in a rather Teutonic way, you get a gear lever thing forward and backwards at the top here, so it's just a flick there rather than down at the console level in between the front seats. So just flick it forward for drive and off we go. There you go. Listen to the lack of sound. Isn't that impressive? And once again, you know, these are not little golf carts.
Left.
Shall we go
Just
left?
Follow the road,
right. So we're going to take a little tootle around Hyde Park here. Beautiful Hyde Park on a grey London day. Oh, I do love London in December. So in the centre you can see the main console, which holds the navigation system and all the bits and pieces you need to manage your car. Nowadays, of course, with EVs, it's all about managing the car. That's managing your consumption, your battery consumption, and making sure that everything's ticking over as it should be. Apart from that, somewhat conventional, if not minimalist, dashboard, I have to say. I quite like it. It's got this deep pocket here for your bits and pieces, and just radio and multimedia settings, plus the obvious air conditioning that you need to keep you nice and snug. As with most of these systems, I suspect that the air conditioning sucks up quite a bit of your range, but to drive, it's really, you'll get a lovely all-round visibility from this. This is probably one of the best of the EVs I've tested so far, because you get it's a very laid-back dash. Oh, the steering wheel, of course, comes with all these buttons. I mean, if you don't like buttons, then you're not going to like the new generation of vehicles, because they're all buttons. So what have we got on the cute little dash here? Well, we've got the range indicator, 58 miles left on this battery. We've got very interesting feedback from the navigation system, tells us what the speed limit is where we are at the moment, and of course the speedo and trip. Alright, charge points are shown live on your navigation system, and clearly if I hit one of those, and no touchscreen. Okay, so it's all done. Oh, okay. So it's all the management of the screen is not a touch screen, which is surprising actually, given the state of touchscreen technology nowadays. But you can do it all with this little knurled knob at the middle there. Yes, nice to drive, very brisk. If we need to go, we go. Quite quickly, actually. Startlingly quickly, with just a whisper of a whine, which is very impressive. I'm not sure what the performance figures are. Lisa, what's it? 0 to 62? Do we have a figure?
7.2 seconds.
Right.
170 horsepower.
170 horsepower. 0 to 62 in 7.2 seconds. That's fast. Ridiculous. And it all feels like it's all on the ground. So there's no axle tramp or wobbling. It just goes quietly. I can feel again the regenerative braking, so the car brakes itself when you take your foot off the accelerator, which is trying to feed back power back into the batteries. So that's a pretty cool feature. I'm not really sure how much you get out of that in real terms, but it's certainly any little bit you can put back into the batteries is a benefit. The range on this is, as I said earlier, is around about 80 to 100 miles comfortably, I'm told. So that means comfortably, the delightful Lisa tells me even in the winter you should be able to get something around that, which is good, which is a very solid range for this class of car as yet, and with the technology as it is. Of course, we know that battery technology is going to improve, so we would expect to see these figures go up as time passes. But right now, you're limited to that, and with this car, as I said, the range extender is a big bonus if you can afford the extra £3,000 to get it as an option. Just means that you don't really have to worry about running out of battery halfway to your destination. One of the nice things about this display is it gives you a range feed, so it tells you exactly how far you can go on your current charge. So we've got 50, well, I'm not sure what, is that 57 miles?
57 miles.
So we've got 57 miles on the clock, and by the looks of it, we can get just about to France almost. I'm kind of kidding, but you know what I mean. It's useful to know, it makes you feel a lot more comfortable about where you're going. They've clearly thought about this sort of stuff. Okay, so I've been driving this for a while now, and it's really nice. I'm really enjoying it. I like the driving comfort. It's a nice sit up and look around kind of thing. You get looks from other people, of course, because there's not a lot of these around on the road at the moment. And it's very roomy. Lots of leg room in the front and definitely in the back, which is, when you're considering that this is carrying a load of batteries somewhere underneath the floor, I assume, this is very impressive it's a very practical, useful vehicle. So top marks to BMW for putting the design together, which actually works. Even those weird doors kind of work. The BMW i3, a quick first look, and from first glance, very impressed. Thanks very much.